wear some suit.
It's okay. You look great anyway.
Yeah.
This fight, I feel like, has been one of your most discussed with with all the finance stuff, with all the contract stuff. So is it now just a relief to know that in a couple of days you won't have to talk about it and you will finally get to fight?
First of all, I don't really like to talk about it. So, but yes, it's gonna be a relief, like to get this over. I don't have to talk about it.
Is any of that stuff bothering you? Has any of the some of the people, what they've said, or some of the talk about your contract, has it played on your mind during this training camp, or have you been able to push it out and not focus on it?
I've been trying though.
And then people ask you about it, and then it comes up.
I've been trying. Yes, that's exactly what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Before I get here, I wasn't thinking about it until you pick on your mic. So,
well, I apologize for ruining your day.
It's a part of it.
But is it boring? For this fight in particular, because obviously the contract stuff is very controversial with the UFC, and Fernand's obviously talking a lot. Is this the most sort of impact you felt from outside of cage stuff for this fight?
No, I do believe that many people deal with a lot of stuff before fight, whether it's a contra or a drama stuff or some ex-girlfriend shit. Or ex-wife, or I don't know. People deal with stuff, so you have to figure out your own shit and do what you have to do.
When you see things like the sparring footage being put out there, though, does that not sort of annoy you? Does that not make you think like...
No, it doesn't annoy me. It's just funny because, first of all, it wasn't a sparring footage. It was a clip of a sparring footage because the sparring footage doesn't look that good.
You said in the countdown that you knocked Ciryl down in sparring. I wanted to clarify, did you knock him down or did you knock him out?
Did I say that on countdown?
You did say that on countdown.
Oh, sorry, I said that. Yes, I knocked him out.
You knock him out?
Yeah.
With what?
High kick, left high kick.
Oh. Do you think there's no wonder that footage didn't come out?
What do you say?
There's a reason why that footage has not come out.
Oh, there's a lot of reason why that footage didn't come out.
So does that give you confidence going into this Saturday?
Well, let me say this. That knockout wasn't a voluntary knockout. Like, he was in a sparring. It was an accident. I didn't intend to knock him out. I didn't go there to knock him out. So personally, it's not something that I will be proud of and like walk around and like feel like tough because I knocked my sparring partner out or knock him down or whatever, So usually stuff like that happen in this training, but it's always accident because we are committed to take care of our partner. That's
so
how it works.
To be clear, it was an accident.
Yeah.
Okay. Has this lead up made it solidified in your mind that you were right to leave France and that was the best decision for you as a person and as a career?
What do you say?
Did all of this stuff with this fight, it solidified in your mind, cemented that you were right to leave France?
No, it didn't cement my mind. I knew at that time that it was a time. I was right at that time, and I'm still right. And maybe I wasn't right not leaving France before. Yeah.
How do you think this fight goes on Saturday?
My prediction is the knockout under 2 rounds.
Do you think whatever happens with the contract, with everything, your next fight will be against Tyson Fury, or do you think you could fight someone else first?
I don't know, but that's who I want it to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Francis, right here. A lot's been made of Ciryl, his fast rise. Like he was relatively new a couple years ago. Now he's fighting for the title. Did you think, after meeting him and sparring with him a few times, that he would be this good this quickly in MMA?
What do you mean this quickly?
I think he was only 3-0 a couple years ago, and now he's fighting for the UFC heavyweight.
Well, I know somebody who was in that same position, and he's right here in front of you. So. Yes, it's good. When I saw him, I knew that he's gonna do good, but that doesn't mean like he's gonna win. He's gonna win against me.
How would you compare his style of striking to Alistair Overeem and Jairzinho from your past fights?
Jardinho is more like stationary fighter, which is like a very different type of fight stylistically, and he's like very mobile as a fighter, which is good, you know. It's good for his style, for his how he fight. That's how he gets here. Alistair Overeem is a different style of fighter too. You know, very experienced. Alistair Overeem fight more smarter.
Francis, I'd like to ask you about your Hollywood career. We finally got to see your scene in the Fast and Furious movie. Can you talk about what it was like to shoot that? And did you actually get to fly out on cables before they blew you up on the computer?
I don't have a Hollywood career. I have an MMA career, and I think that's why we're here right now. What happened there. It was cool to have those experiences, but it doesn't make me lose any focus.
And then what is your process during the fight day? Like, are you someone who's going to listen to a lot of music? Do you do a lot of just talking with people? Are you more quiet? What do you imagine the day of the fight will be like?
Quiet, listen to music, you know, lay by myself, thinking. That's all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Francis, over here. If you were to leave the UFC, which I hope you don't, who would you be most upset that you didn't get to fight?
If I was leave the UFC, I don't know. I haven't think about that question.
Well, Tom Aspinall, good one.
Huh?
Tom Aspinall, maybe?
Who?
Tom Aspinall?
No.
Okay, fair enough. I asked Eric the same question, but I want to ask you as well. Out of 10, how much of a reality do you think it is that you will get to fight Tyson Fury?
Out of what?
Out of 10.
Out of 10? Let's say 8.
Yeah, very nice.
Why not 9?
I like it. And would you
Just to be conservative.
And would you be looking to have that fight in 4-ounce gloves?
That idea just came out like that, but I'm not thinking about that fight now, but obviously I think it would be a good thing to like bring something new, you know, some crossover thing, something strange, very entertaining. I think he will make this very special and good, you know, some new fighting style.
Awesome, thank you, my friend.
You're
Good luck
welcome.
on Saturday.
Thank you.
Francis, back here. Right here. I know this has been another long break between fights for you. What are you most proud of in the last 10 months in terms of your skills where you've grown?
Everything, bro. I grow on everything. I don't underestimate anything. I work on everything, you know, show up on wrestling class, jiu-jitsu class, striking, boxing class, sparring day, everything. I think I need all of those skills to be a good MMA fighter, basically for a champion. You need to be well-rounded.
And you came out this week announcing that you're going to be taking part of your purse in crypto, right?
Yeah.
Or Bitcoin. Can you just tell us about that, a little bit of details, why you came to that decision?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's an easy one. 1 year ago, I didn't know much about cryptocurrency, even though people have been talking about. Then I have my manager, Martin Macker, tell me about that, the NFT stuff. And now I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, I'm just like, trust me, it's going to be like this. Then that's when I started to get educated about NFT and cryptocurrency, you know, because obviously my NFT was launched and I received most of the money in Ethereum, and I convert some in Bitcoin. That's how I really get into it. And over the past year, I've been learning more and more, and I regretted that I didn't even know about it earlier. That's why, like, I decide from now on, I'll put a lot of my money in that stuff. Been making some good money on it, so.
Francis, right here. You and Ciryl, obviously, as former teammates, you guys spent a lot of hours, sparring.
We didn't spend a lot of hours, as I just said. We just spent a few sections in 3 weeks, which was maybe 6 sections of training. Definitely less than 8. That was back in January 2019. Because after I fought Curtis Blade in China, I went back in Cameroon, and on Christmas I have a Ken Velasquez fight. So I couldn't come back in Vegas on time to set up a training camp because the fight was in February 17th. So I stopped in France and trained there for 1 month. And at the time, Ciryl was there training for his fight in TKO, I believe. So he left even before I left. He left, like, I think it was 3 weeks before I left to go for his fight. Then after that, by the end, I think it was February 3rd, I flew to Phoenix. That I was there for 2 weeks before my fight, and that's it. I don't know where you guys came from with all this friendship, sparring partner.
So there's no, based on you saying that, is there no sense of familiarity with Ciryl, and it doesn't really factor into the matchup for you?
Other than what I explained to you, there's nothing else.
And I want to ask you one last...
And I do believe that if you ask him those questions, he's going to approve those answers. Because I think, regardless, he's honest.
Thanks, Francis.
Francis. Bonjour Cyril.
Bonjour.
Pardon, bonjour Francis. Est-ce que pour vous c'est le plus gros combat de votre carrière ou en tout cas le plus dur qui s'annonce?
Non, ce n'est pas le plus gros combat de ma carrière. C'est un combat, je pense que c'est un combat comme les autres, quoi. Et aussi important comme les autres. Tous les combats sont importants. Un combat cesse d'être important quand on l'a déjà gagné, mais quand on s'y prépare, ça reste toujours important, soit le plus important.
Oui. Vous dites que vous allez gagner en 2 rounds par KO. C'est quoi les clés de ce combat pour vous?
C'est quoi les clés de ce combat? Je pense qu'il est très important de rester concentré sur l'adversaire, de garder la tête froide et la tête sur les épaules sur ce combat et mettre en exécution ce que je suis capable de faire. Bien évidemment, prendre connaissance de mes capacités et avoir confiance en moi.
D'accord. Il y a la brouille avec votre ancien entraîneur, avec des messages que vous envoyez l'un à l'autre. Est-ce que vous n'avez pas l'impression que ça risque de vous détourner de votre objectif qui est combattre Ciryl?
Je sais que c'est ça son intention, puisque c'est un manipulateur de métier. Mais le connaissant, je suis capable de combattre ses armes.
C'est un combat qui aussi contribue à la promotion de votre sport, à la fois en France où vous avez vécu et puis au Cameroun. Est-ce que vous avez ça en tête? Est-ce que vous vous dites qu'à chaque fois que vous montez dans l'octogone, c'est une belle pub pour votre sport?
Oui, je pense que chacun d'entre nous, on contribue au sport en combattant, en respectant les règles et en faisant ce qu'il y a à faire, on contribue au sport. Et je suis également persuadé que en faisant ce que je fais, je contribue au sport, à mon sport, que ce soit en Afrique et en Europe, en France et partout ailleurs.
Vous pensez qu'un jour il y aura un combat MMA au Cameroun, par exemple?
Un combat?
Un combat au Cameroun, un combat UFC au Cameroun?
Combat UFC, je ne sais pas, je ne peux pas mettre ma main au feu sur ça parce que, ayant discuté quelques fois avec l'UFC, leur engagement n'était pas très rassurant à ce sujet, mais je suis persuadé qu'un jour, il y aura un grand combat au Cameroun et en Afrique pour les Camerounais et pour les Africains parce qu'il est inadmissible que le Cameroun ait 3 champions à l'UFC et l'Afrique ait 3 champions à l'UFC et ne mérite pas avoir des événements de grande envergure.
Merci.
De rien.